Welcome to 2 on the 10.
We back 2 on the 10.
Yes, sir.
I'm Paul.
I'm Mitch.
Greedy Nick.
Greedy.
Hey, you know what time it is, baby. Hey, New Year. You know we're off to one hell of a start.
yeah.
We got some stuff to talk about on this show,
definitely.
man.
New year, new me.
You know, is it me, or does every year kind of start like kind of crazy a little bit? You know, it comes in. It's like
Pause.
it's like I don't know. It comes in. I mean, it comes in hot,
Pause.
hot and hard and shit.
Pause.
Okay, pause. Anyway, let's leave it at that. Hey, all right, Greedy. Hey, let's get to you first, man. Let's talk about. We're going to do. You know, how was your weekend? A little bit different segment. You know, it's going to be. We're on. You know, since you've seen us last, a lot has happened. A lot of trips.
Yep.
You know, a lot of the news, stuff like that. So, Greedy, how was your weekend? You had any trips going on? Anything good like that?
No.
He's like, I've been at the crib.
I've been out the house cleaning
And in local news,
Yeah, nothing fun. I was just telling you earlier, my cat has a fascination for bird murder and has been killing. It's been on a streak. I think 3 dead birds this week it's killed. So, and that's like 10 or 12 in the past 6 months.
So you told me.
Honing in its skill.
Yeah, you said so.
Jeffrey Dahmer reincarnated.
so you got a serial cat.
I got a serial cat just murdering.
I don't know how it climbs up in the tree and the birds not know.
Hey, the other day we saw it on the roof. Was just chilling on the roof of the house. Like the cat's crazy. Oh, a funny quick story. So one of the dogs got out.
That was funny. That was pretty good.
No, one of the dogs got out. I was running down the street and it's night and I wasn't
And
feeling
then,
good.
who let the dogs up?
Yeah. So I'm I'm like, damn, I didn't feel good. It was freezing cold. I'm like, I gotta go chase this dog. Dog ran across the street, down into the park and into the neighborhood across. So I come out the house and see where the dog's at. It's already down the street, like crossing.
At Pickle Park?
Yeah, or crossing the street. So I take off. I start running, right? And I'm running through. Like I go down the hill into the park. I start running into the park. And I hear this ching, ding, 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 ding. I look behind me. My cat's in a dead sprint chasing me down the street. So I go I probably like 6 blocks from my house. I chase the dog. And finally, my dog's like sniffing around. There's some people. They're like, is this your dog over here? I'm like, yeah. They're like, there's a cat over here too. I'm like, yeah, that's mine too.
Oh, my God.
The cat chased the dog for like 6 blocks.
Right. Oh, wow.
And outran me and passed me up and went and got the dog.
So let me, if I'm interpreting the story straight, so you were chasing the dog, right?
Yeah.
The cat was chasing you?
Yeah.
And then the Asian dude looking at porn was chasing all you guys?
Something like that. He was chasing the cat. He was chasing, he might have knew the cat.
Only at Pickle Park.
So, yeah, it was pretty crazy. But, my cat is nuts.
Yeah, but it also sounds like you have a really intelligent cat, though.
Oh, he's...
I mean, the chase after he was like, you know what?
He saw me. He's like, oh, something's going on. He's like, I'm going.
You ain't going to catch this motherfucker.
And I honestly believe that the dog wouldn't have stopped unless the cat caught up, because the cat like distracted him and I was able to grab the dog. Because every time I would get close to the dog before the cat caught up, he would take off further. So I was
He's
like,
like, this bitch ain't gonna do shit.
so yeah, cat saved my ass. But yeah,
Give it up for cats. Can we clap it up?
I know Mitch likes his crazy cat videos.
Yeah. Are you a cat or a dog person?
You know, I mean, it just depends. I love cats. I ain't gonna lie, I love cats. I like dogs too.
Gotcha. My son has been. I think he has like 3 or 4 cats. He's always been a cat dude. Yeah. You know, we got him a cat long time ago. Well, I shouldn't say I got him a cat. His mother got him a cat. They said they saw a scorpion in the house, so that was one of the ways to.
And now he's got what, 3 or 4?
Yeah, now he's got 3.
Brought out his inner cat lady.
Yeah, I was gonna say he identifies as a cat lady now.
Exactly. But no, I've always been a dog person. But
Me too, but this cat has kind of changed him over.
Some cats
Really?
some cats
This
are just,
cat is dope.
Some cats have personality, and it just it kind of brings excitement, to life. Like they do some crazy ass shit that's off the wall, and either you hate it or you appreciate it.
Well, back in the day, I had both. I had, dogs and cats at the same time. When you marry a white woman, that's you get the fucking whole farm. But anyway, I used to have this cat. I don't know if you guys remember Blizzard, the little white cat that I had for a while, but he was a Siamese cat, and he would talk to you. And this motherfucker was crazy. Like,
Oh, you drink too much.
no, for real. He'd come out there and start cussing. You laugh and shit. I'd be drinking, and he'd come
in
up.
the house.
And he'd come
Why
up.
are they topless?
And he come up and he started like he wouldn't meow. He make and but he'd be talking, and I'm like, man, shut the fuck up. And he would, as soon as I said that, he'd talk back to me, cussing me out. It was wild as shit.
Did you tell your therapist about this?
Nah, listen. Anybody has a Siamese cat? I'm telling you, I've heard that multiple times. Is the damn things they talk back. So
They like the gossip.
yeah, good thing you can only understand them. Other folks can. They be telling the secrets and shit. But so that was the extent of it.
That's about it. I ain't like you two ballers, I gotta stay in town.
Okay. Well, inquiring minds want to know: did the staycation streak continue?
Well, okay, if we want to be technical, I think right when we left the show, I think there was one more staycation, I think, and then the streak is over because we went on a vacation.
Oh, we went on vacation. All right. Okay.
Can we do it up for vacation? Can we
clap that up?
in Arizona?
Yeah. Okay.
And I'll say this: we went through Christmas all the way up to right before New Year's Eve. Took a road trip to back home for me, the Bay Area.
Okay, there you go. Oh man, I definitely need to hear this story. That's one thing that man, you got me so hooked on the Bay. I have so much fun.
I got a new burrito spot for you.
Do you? Okay.
Yes. Shout out to my boy Raj on that one.
Yeah, but I love going to the Bay every time, man. It's one of them places where it's so unique, so diverse, and that's what I love about it. I mean. Northern Cali is so different than Southern Cali. It's like two different states actually.
Yep.
So, but let me hear.
Let's start with first of all. What's crazy is okay. So for the people who don't know that the one we decided to just take a road trip.
Okay.
Kind of because we didn't have to be. We had 10 days off from the work, or whatever. So it was like we don't have to be any place, right? At least that's what we thought.
Right.
So I'm like, let's just chill. Let's take the ride, whatever. I was almost thinking, let's go down the coast, whatever.
Yeah.
Like
PCH.
Let's stop in Palm Springs. Then I started thinking, Nick, remember that rooftop bar in Laguna?
Oh, man.
Yeah, I was like,
all the rooftop.
Yeah, the rooftop.
Yeah.
Oh, the best sunset,
Oh, best sunset.
Sunset happy hour.
Yeah. Oh man. So I'm thinking all these different cool ass things, and so we're like about 11-hour, 12-hour trip plus your stops. And then all of a sudden, the day before we're going to go, shout out to my boy Nick from Sirius Radio again.
Okay.
He hits me, he goes, I'm listening to the podcast on my flight. I go, oh, where are you flying to? He's all, Sacramento. I go, that's funny. I'm going to be in Sacramento too. He goes, when? And he goes, Saturday. I go, I'm coming in Saturday night.
Oh, wow.
I go, what are you in for? He goes, it's my mom's 80th birthday, and we're doing a surprise party for her.
Oh, that's so dope.
And he goes, hey, Mitch, she would absolutely go crazy if you surprised her at her party.
Wow.
I go, oh, shit. And she was like a second mom to me in high school.
Okay.
And stuff. And a sweet lady, so anyway, I talked to Chris, and I'm like, okay, now this changes stuff because now we got to be on a game plan to get there.
Right.
Like I was thinking we could stop wherever, take our time, whatever. Now it's like one stop and straight through.
Okay.
And so I'm like, okay, are we going to be able to do that shit? Because I've done that drive, and I get tired. 13,
That's what
12, 13 hours. Yeah. But the one stop, Nick, and you'll appreciate this. I go, the one stop, we have to stop. There's a few different honorable mentions. We hit one on the way back. I'll tell you in a little bit. But the one stop I felt we had to stop at Topper's Pizza by Magic Mountain Parkway.
In Valencia.
Hey, honestly, the best chain pizza. I'm a big Round Table person, but it's like Round Table in the 80s. Like it's so crisp, real. Yeah, they're out of Wisconsin, so they got the good cheese.
Round Tables is such a good pizza.
It is expensive, but good. But
I know, but for
chain.
a chain pizza,
Amazing
really
pizza.
good.
And here's the thing: for those of you, because remember, I think I introduced it to you guys wrong one time, Nick. Hey, don't get me wrong. Amazing deal. Go to the buffet, like $7.99 with a soda and a salad, all you can eat. But it's not the same as ordering your pizza. Pay the $30 for a large, $35 for a large, at least if you want the quality pizza. So anyway, we went to Toppers. She loved it. Obviously, it was very good. Glad we stopped. Then we had to go through the Grapevine, take it all the way down. We did the 99 instead of the 5. Little scenery. Went right into Sacramento. But we're pushing it,
Right.
I got to share, this is kind of funny. So she bought all these, one thing I love about my girl, she's very thrifty.
Okay.
So she'll go to the dollar store. She goes to like Goodwill, Savers, shit like that. So she bought a bunch of CDs because we took the one car, the other car, and it had a CD player. So I'm like, cool, it was like whatever. So we're listening to CDs, and we put a few CDs in, and one of the CDs she put in was like a New Year's, 2004 or 5, I don't remember what year. And I didn't catch the first 3 or 4 songs. And she goes, why aren't the artists on the back of the song? I'm like, I don't on the CD, trying to see what artists. And then all of a sudden, Soldier Boy comes on. You, Soldier Boy, tell him. And it was like, and I realized these aren't the fucking artists.
It was like one of those like kids bop.
Yeah, it was like Kids Bop, fake karaoke.
Wow.
And I swear it's all, Soldier Boy, tell him.
No.
Ooh. Like, and I'm like, hold on, this ain't this shit. What the fuck is this shit? I know you bought this shit on Wish, on Temu or whatever the fuck that shit is.
Oh my God.
So we made a TikTok video there just because I was cracking up dying. It didn't even sound like, it literally was like, Soldier Boy, tell him, and so we were listening to this fake CD with no real artists. I didn't even know it till like song 5. And so, but it was fun. Another thing I'll tell you, one of my other boys told me this, if you want to test your relationship or know where you are with somebody,
Okay.
go on a car trip with them or a car ride.
Ooh, interesting. A
Like,
long car ride?
Yeah, like, I mean, at least, hey, put it this way, the trip was 12 hours.
Okay, gotcha.
So you're driving for 12 hours. I'll tell you this, you learn a lot. And, that trip, I hate that drive, but I like it and I hate it. Mm-hmm. It's tiring. It's fatiguing.
Right.
I have to get like 6 coffees, all the way up. But I'll tell you what, the talking, the having fun, the stops, it was interesting. It was, it let me know a lot about our relationship, to be honest with you.
So what did you find out?
I mean, I found out that we enjoy our time together.
Okay.
And it was interesting because it didn't feel like a chore.
Does she still like you?
I mean, you never know. She could, she is in sales now. No, but I'll say who doesn't. I mean, like that's the way I look at it. No,
He had to think about that. He's like, does she?
no, but I'll say this. So it passed the time, man. 12, 13 hours. Like, so that's it a lot. So we get into town, check into our hotel. I dialed it in. I get a lot of anxiety too. So I'm like trying to figure out this trip. And up to a couple days ago, and then I get my Rain Man on going, all right, hold on. It starts making sense. Plans this. Okay, cool. Where to go, where to stay, what days, and when to go to Vallejo, Napa, etc.
Yep.
And so we get in, we literally have a half hour. We stayed at like the Holiday Inn in Sacramento, but it was right perfect. It was like 10 minutes from Lambert's house, which we were going to be on Christmas.
Okay.
And Nick's mom's thing was on Elk Grove, which was about 15 minutes away.
Okay.
So we had about 30 minutes to just quick change up, wash up, whatever. Get back in the car 13 hours, tired as shit.
Wow.
We pull up to her thing, and the special event, we'd missed dinner, but we were able to come out, hang out. She was so surprised and happy to see us, to see me, and then she met Chris, and was so I'm not gonna lie, Nick met her, and I saw Nick's wife again, and met his kids, because I met his daughters. Right. So cool, man. Talked to his older brother, crazy ass shit. And so we go to the bar, me and Nick sneak off to the bar, and I look back, and all of a sudden it's 15 minutes, and my girl and Nick's mom are talking for like 15, 20 minutes. She's telling them stories of high school and all this crazy shit. They're getting along amazingly. So it was amazing. She was so happy that I was able to surprise her. She was able to meet Chris. And so that was amazing. To me, that was priceless. That was Saturday night. So Sunday morning, I get some more friends, that want to hit up. We link up. We go to my old stomping ground, Chevy's on the River.
Okay,
you went
I've been to Chevy on the
yeah.
River,
So Chris got to see that spot. She got to see my boy. Shout out to my boy Steve Morgan. It's so funny. This dude's crazy. We used to get in trouble. We used to run with the same crew or whatever. He got in a lot of trouble. Ask me what occupation he is right now.
Is it a GM?
No, he's a police detective.
Holy shit.
He was also an MMA fighter, or whatever.
That's great.
So and you gotta understand, I'm not gonna condone this, but I warned Chris. I go, hey, when you get to the Bay Area, regardless of people's complexion or how they look, just know they talk different, So like, you get a lot of the N-word and blood and whatever else, and it's like, and these are people that hold high positions, It's like, and then like talking about all this. So she just thought my friends were a trip,
Right?
Like but they show so much love. Like as soon as no, we give hugs out here,
Yeah.
And so
They do, because I mean, when you took me back, man, it was like once they found out you were in town, they were like, you got so many phone calls. Hey, you got to come over here. You got to come over here. And I couldn't imagine like being pulled in so many different directions, and you only got a short amount of time, and everybody wanted.
People get offended too. They like, hold on. Even people I don't even know that well. Like, you didn't. Like, surprised you didn't call me.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, all I gotta say is I'm so blessed and so thankful for the love from back home still. So I'm gonna try to make this shorten this up. So we did Chevy's. Reminisced. Me and Steve used to work. I got him a job there, actually. There's some stories with that. Chris got to check the spot out. And then there's this little spot right down that's on the wharf. So we walked down to the boat. It's this big-ass boat on the water called the Sturgeon. Shout out to the Virgin Sturgeon. And we used to go there afterwards, after work. Everybody.
Isn't that steamboat?
No, it wasn't. It was like a big-ass ship, though. And it's right on the water, right down from Chevy's, on the pier. And so I go down there, and we're sitting there for a second. They're like, "Oh yeah, it's last call. We'll get you one more, or we'll get you one real quick." "Oh, yeah, cool, thanks." So we're looking around, taking some pictures, and I go, "Yeah, I had to stop in. Thank you for getting us a quick drink because they were shutting down for Christmas Eve. Thanks for getting us a drink. I used to work here, work at Chevy's in the '90s, and I used to come here all the time." And then two dudes at the bar go, "That's where I know you from."
Oh, wow.
"Bro, I've been here every day for 30 years."
Oh, wow.
And they fucking knew me.
That's crazy.
You can ask Chris. She was like, "What the fuck?" And then we started talking about all this other shit, and it was crazy. So they still are there.
Now, I don't know if it's a good thing that they remembered you, or it's a good thing that they've been working there for 30 years.
No, they're still there. Yeah, I don't know. Hey, but they showed love. So hey, it's all about positivity in the
There you go.
2024.
you
But so that was cool. Then we went to my crazy ass cousin Jared. Shout out cousin Jared and all them. He had a party. Get together Sunday night. That was crazy. Can't really, that was good, just family. She got to meet family and everything. And I'll tell you what about our culture, especially I'm half Guamanian or whatever, but so everybody goes up to her when they get introduced, like even their kids, and these guys, it's funny. My cousins are knuckleheads,
Right.
but they have their kids so disciplined.
Right.
Their kids are some badasses. Don't get me wrong. They can shoot, they can do whatever, they can fight.
Yeah.
"Hey, go say hi to your uncle." "Oh, hey, uncle, what's up?" And then, "Hey, Auntie Chris." Like that's how the shit is out there. So much respect, so much love.
Right.
We was clowning, we had a good time. So now Monday is Lambert's. First of all, we made plans for dinner at 4:00. He calls me up, "Hey, what time are you gonna get here? We're gonna start drinking at 10 a.m."
Right.
So we pull up to Lambert's. Lambert's house in Sacramento is beautiful. His backyard's amazing, real zenish. So we're out there, we're drinking, whatever. And what's kind of funny is about 2:00, one of the cats comes in, and he's one of the GMs at Riot House.
Really?
Yeah, he pulls in and goes, "What's up?"
Are you serious?
Yeah. Yeah, my boy, shout out my boy Graham.
Okay.
Yeah. Like he dates one of their friends, but he flew in for,
Okay.
So it was, I don't want to put his business out there, but I mean,
Yeah.
it was funny. So one of the club GMs in Scottsdale, so walking through his house, whatever. Right. So we're chopping up, we're having drinks. And of course, the last.
He knows Lambert?
Yeah. No, very well. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Very well.
He dating one of his daughters?
No, one of his daughter's friends, though.
Oh, one of his daughters.
She's a cocktail waitress at one of the other bars.
Okay, gotcha.
So anyway, yeah, so it was cool. We was chopping it up. Greg's crazy as hell. That was fun. And then me and Chris hit some Sacramento bars real quick. So that was cool. And then finally, after that, we decided to hit Vallejo, but you don't stay in Vallejo anymore. Remember that spot we stayed at? Remember the spot we stayed at? It's right by the Applebee's, everything else. I asked my boy Raj, I go, "Hey, are we good to stay there again?" No, it's different. Don't stay there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can't stay there anymore.
That's the one right next to Applebee's.
Yeah, we had no problems. It was cool.
Yeah.
We did see some dudes from Chicago pulling in their furniture trucks. We're like, "Oh, what y'all moving?" Joking around. But no. They said don't stay there anymore. Okay. So we stayed at American Canyon by Napa.
Yep.
Then shout out my cousin Marsh, shout out Jarrett, shout out Raj. Marsh and them wanted to take me to Napa, so they took us to Napa that night.
Dope.
Hey, that was so cool. I couldn't believe how much Napa's changed. We all got to check that out, man. Napa's so beautiful.
I love going to
Napa. Napa's
The
popping.
thing is, I go to a couple big wineries, but I know a couple boutique wineries down there. Fleury is like, if you ever go back, go to this boutique winery. It's called Fleury, and I'm trying to tell you, they have some of the best fucking red wines ever.
And Cayman's opened a new one over there.
Really?
In Sassoon. Cayman Sassoon has their own bottles.
Okay, wow.
So real quick, trying to tell the story, 'cause I don't want to take up all the time. But so we did Napa. That was amazing. We went back to cousin Marsh's house. We threw down. By the way, another good bottle of tequila is Lalo tequila. It's about $40-$50. Amazing tequila. Amazing. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, smash this George Clooney shit.
Okay.
For real.
Better than Casa.
Yes.
All right, Casamigos.
So Lalo tequila. I promise you. In fact, I'll get a bottle sometime. We'll do it for the show. And so now we're talking so now it's, I had to show her the Vallejo food spots.
Yep.
So first on the list, when we finally get the hotel in Vallejo, we had to go to Saks Hot Dogs.
Okay.
Get the cheese dog and the chili dog, whatever. That was so cool.
Yep.
And then eventually had to do, what else did we do? I took her to Napoli's Pizza. I think we got you a slice that we didn't go eat there. Right. But Napoli's Pizza. And then my boy, shout out my boy, he listens to the podcast, Mac Dorito. You met him at, remember Applebee's?
Yeah.
He actually goes, "Man, are you going to be there for a little bit?" He pulled up on us at Napoli's. We had a bottle of wine chilled.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's, shout out to my boy Matt. We reminisce. He got to meet Chris and stuff. And so that was super cool. Let me tell you how shit's changed. So we're pulling up to Napoli's Pizza, downtown Vallejo. Mm-hmm. We're pulling in the back. And I look back, and there's a bunch of cats on the other side of the fence burning like their fire or whatever they're doing. I'm like, damn, we got Arizona plates, whatever. I don't know. For people that know Bay Area, bipping, it's called bipping. They break whatever the fuck you got and break your and steal shit. Right. Like just to be clear. Okay, shout out to my boy Ryan. Ryan.
Yeah.
He was flying to the Bay Area a couple weeks ago. He goes, "Bro, it's so crazy. when you rent a car, they tell you, don't put anything in the car and leave your windows down and the doors unlocked.
They tell you.
They tell you that to rent a car.
Wow.
Yeah, because they will break your windows. Period. Wow. And then at the Starbucks, big ass sign: do not leave anything in your car. This shit's crazy. It's called bipping. Look it up. Google it. YouTube it. It's called bipping. They break into like 20 cars in a row in like 10 minutes and take everything. Because guess what? The California rules are so messed up that they don't prosecute under $1,000. They don't care.
Oh,
so
They
everybody.
don't arrest you. They won't even chase you.
Yeah, they don't care. They don't give a
Write you a
shit.
ticket if they catch you.
I mean, don't get me wrong. We could talk the conspiracy side of me. Can talk about some shit later. Why that is. Right. I'll just hint on it. Oh, maybe it's because eventually, defund the police, get everybody under $1,000 to keep committing crime. Oh, then we'll get the AI robot force to get pulled in eventually. But whatever. So let me finish my story. Sorry, I just glitched for those that don't know. I look in the back and I'm like, fuck, I'm kind of uncomfortable. I'm like, damn, I pull up in front. I mean, we get our seat. I asked the waitress, she's been working there for like 10, 15 years. I go, hey, am I good back there? She goes, no, pull your car up front. She goes, pull it right in front. She goes, and to be honest with you, honey, I parked my car up front. And she goes, oh, that guy that walked by right there? Oh, he broke into my car the other day in front and on the camera in front of everybody in the restaurant.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
And they don't do shit.
No, they don't do shit. She just said, that guy right there.
Okay, first of all, how in the world are they letting these cats just walking around? I mean, is he strapped? I mean, what? I mean, I'm busting this dude straight.
No, without a doubt. Oh, well, that's why. Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah, exactly.
Like, where my shit? Pop!
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, don't get me wrong. Some of them you got to be very careful because a lot of the youngsters are super strapped. We'll pull out and we'll shoot. But I mean, you got again. I'm not just going to let you take my shit unless you. Again, we'll see. I mean, again, it's easy to say. You got to analyze it, but you got to be very careful. At the end of the day, the shit is just possessions, but be smart about the shit. So, no, true story. She told me park right in front of the restaurant. Right. So I got back out, went out, moved the car, parked right in front. Right. So that was so we did Napoli. Shout out to Chris, the Guerrero family. Actually, those are my folks. They got the best pizza in Vallejo and in the Bay, if you ask me. And then of course, let's see. We had to do two other things before. Okay, then we finally got to do a burrito truck. Raj laced me on the spot in American Canyon on Broadway. Bro, they had a super burrito and the shit was like this fucking big.
Right.
$20. Right. Fucking, but amazing.
Better than the one you hooked me on?
You know what? The original OG one, that's so sentimental, but it's very close. Okay. Very fucking close. Right. And then they did a burrito ramen, which was Chris's favorite meal the whole trip.
A burrito ramen?
Yeah, so it's like, the burrito meat with the ramen. Yeah, it was like her favorite meal on the whole trip. Shit was phenomenal. And so, again, Raj laced me on that. And then the last thing on the way out, we didn't think we were going to do it, but she had to get a Vallejo shirt. So we were kind of lollygagging to leave. Yeah. Fuck it. We turned back around, went to Bud's. Oh, because he was asking about the other thing. Yeah, so we hit Bud's Burgers. And then, again, Chris had never been to the Bay Area. Okay. So it was only right we take the scenic route like I did with you guys. We got to hit the Golden Gate.
Yeah, right.
So we hit the Golden Gate. Drove through the city.
There you go.
Actually went through the whole city. She's tripping out over the parking spaces, how many people are moving, all the big buildings and shit. And then we decided to go, the best route to get out on the way back to LA was actually go over the Bay Bridge. So backtrack. So we went over the Golden Gate, the Bay Bridge, so Oakland, San Francisco, and started heading out. There you go. And then we hit the 5, and then the 99, and finally decided to go to Bakersfield. Okay. I didn't trust me. Bakersfield is not sexy, whatever. Right. But we did get a good spot to eat that night. But man, I was so tired. It was an hour and a half like back up before the Grapevine. So I said, fuck it, man. I'm not doing this shit. And then that way we could take our time to get in the next day. The last stop on the trip, one of my favorite delis anywhere, Sherman's Deli in Palm Springs. Oh my God. They have this best brisket sandwich. Or brisket and pastrami, and instead of the a bun, it's 2 like potato cakes. Oh shit! And there was a line out the fucking building. That place used to be like the spot for celebrities in the '60s and '70s, like the Marilyn Monroes, Rock Hudson's type shit. So make sure you check out Sherman's Deli. Right. But we had the amazing trip, amazing food, amazing people. So shout out my folks back home, and very blessed to have had that opportunity.
That's dope, man. That's so dope. That's so dope. Like I said, you got the fuck out of Arizona. You know what I'm saying? You got, Vallejo, but you got to give Chris an experience that, she's never had in her life. and she'll always have that. You know what I'm saying?
No. I mean,
that's amazing. That's why I tell people, man, go out there and do experiences.
speaking of experience, I heard you had an experience.
Yeah. You know, I always leave Arizona. I'm sorry, Arizona. You are terrible for New Year's Eve. Just okay. Y'all can get your shit together. But anyway, so I always leave out of the country or leave out of Arizona. Period. And so I went down to Tulum, Mexico.
Is that by Rocky Point?
No. No, it's by Cancun. So it's hour and a half outside of Cancun, drive wise, 45 minutes from Playa del Carmen. But man, when I tell you, I've been down there 2 years ago during COVID because during COVID, Mexico was the only place that was open. So I always, I had to get out of there. So man, we ended up going out to Tulum. My girl's never been down there.
Oh shit!
Yeah. So
you provide a new experience.
oh, you know what I'm saying? You get with me. I'm a dream maker, baby. You know what I'm saying? I make dreams. I'm like Walt Disney. But no, we got.
Oh, you're a 33rd degree Mason?
Hey, I can't tell you. I have to slit you
No.
out on the show. We can't have all that. But no, we got up early flight. Had our celebratory shot. I always have a shot before I get on the plane. It just symbolizes the beginning of a new trip, safe. Got on the flight.
Nick always has a shot.
Wasn't a 737 Max, was it?
No, that's the one. That's the one when the door blew off.
Nick always has a shot. He has a COVID shot.
Yeah.
And so that day was long. That first day was long. Got down there, but we actually went to one of my favorite restaurants. We got down there, got dressed. Think about my girl, man. She can get ready fast and put her makeup on, stuff like that.
Hey, she should teach a class in that shit.
No.
I'll pay.
No,
I'll pay.
I'll pay. I'm in. How much?
Top dollar.
No. She can do her girly girl thing, but she can do her hair and stuff like that. But she can do her makeup like quick. She's like, one thing I love about her is she's a former athlete and stuff like that. And so, she used to be a tomboy in high school and stuff like that. But, she's a girly girl now, but she used to, she figured out, okay, I can be a, girl here, but when it's time, to be, get down rough and rugged, I ain't got to do all that makeup, but if I do, I got to do it fast.
You know what's crazy? Nick says the same thing.
Oh, wow. That's terrible. But exactly. But anyway, so we get down there. We got, by the time we get down there, we got a dinner, and it's an hour after we get down there because we get down there kind of late. And so, she gets, we take a shower. She gets dressed real quick. We get over to our favorite restaurant. It's called Rosa Negra, and man, this place is amazing.
Rosa what?
It's Black Rose, motherfucker.
Okay.
That's what it's called. That's what it's called. It's called Black Rose. So, but anyway, they let you dance on the tables. They be sparklers around, something like that. Yeah, I'll show you guys some pictures and stuff like that. It's an awesome experience. It's a party experience. It's like you're eating dinner at a party. Okay. Music, they got DJs, shit's is crazy and stuff like that. So you get done, and they got this club that is right across the street. It's called the Bonaventure or something like that. And it from the outside, and that's the thing you got to know about. From the outside, these places don't look like, a lot of these places don't look like shit. And it goes way back. It's like at this unexpected exterior, and then you go back into it, and it turns into this big ass nightclub. It was crazy. It was crazy. Every night they had either the resident DJ or some celebrity DJ there, and we were doing that. So we were down there. I mean, we were not only down there for New Year's Eve, but we were down there to see festivals. So we were able to see a festival on New Year's Eve, and then the big one's called Afterlife on January 4th or something like that. But we were, man, I rolled out the red carpet for it. I took her to the Mayan ruins down there. I took her to these cenotes where you can go swimming. If you don't know what a cenote is, it's basically, it's like volcanic hole in the ground that has water, that has these water ducts. And around Chichen Itza, well, what they call Yucatan Peninsula, they have over 1,000 of these all over, and they're all kind of connected in a way and stuff like that. So you can go swim in them. You got to take a shower before getting them. I mean, they are strict about taking showers.
You got to wash each other?
Did you wash her?
I didn't watch it.
Watch your girl?
Yeah, I normally watch my girl. I know you guys don't do it. Hey, listen. hey, Chris, Ariel, I'm gonna get them on. You know, they gotta start, cleaning y'all up in the shower or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all love. This ain't no car wash.
You know what I'm saying? Boy, I'm trying to tell you. Y'all make fun of me.
Y'all make fun.
I gotta watch out my girl is when she gets drunk and pukes on herself.
Oh wow! Whoa!
I'm telling you, listen, I'm telling you, get in the shower with your girl and just, give her like a little sponge bath or something like that. I'm telling you, for the next 2 or 3 days, you will get that treatment, boy. So y'all look at
All
that.
right, honey, I'm coming home. Get the shower running.
Y'all don't know. See, those
Run me my water.
I'm gonna stop and get a loofah.
these are these little secrets, these little tidbits I've been singing. Keep spicing up your relationship. Y'all need to start taking notes. But anyway, no. But we had this a beautiful hotel. Stayed at this place called Villa Estrella, and it was right on the beach. And then it was great. We had a hammock on our porch, stuff like that. And she just kept saying, "This is the best vacation I've ever had in my life." And when I hear that, that just melts my heart. That's what I like to hear. You know what I'm saying? So my girl, she's been on the country to Rocky Point and once to London before. Rocky Point doesn't even compare. But it's just I'm happy that
I was laughing the way you said it. Rocky Point.
Yeah. Well, it just, that's what people know of Mexico. Like a lot of people in Arizona, I should say a lot of people in Arizona know, associate Rocky Point with Mexico. And Mexico, I've gone all over Mexico. They have some of the most beautiful rolling hills, like just green rolling hills. You would never ever.
Some of the most beautiful tequila too.
Yeah, I'm taking a car ride from PV down to it's a town called Tequila. That's where tequila is made, and they just got agave fields just all over the place. Just thousands and thousands of agave.
Bringing a tequila home with you?
No, I didn't bring any tequila home with me. No, I don't. I don't like. I don't like going through customs with tequila because once
I have nothing to declare.
Exactly, because once it opens them up to start asking, what else did you bring? Did you bring anything else? Now they open up your luggage and all this other bullshit. And I'm like, no, I ain't got all that
Well,
time.
if you ain't got nothing to hide, you
You
ain't
got
got
nothing to worry about.
Yeah. Y'all up in grown folks' business. I see how you know. I ain't committing a crime with either one of y'all. But anyway,
Hey, we don't name names though.
yeah, but y'all like this. I ain't saying nothing, but he's sitting over there. But anyway, no, but we spent 7 days down there, and it was. I'm telling you, it was the best experience because I got to spend it with a person that I generally love and care about, and just to see the smile and happiness on her face, it made the whole trip.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and I made sure. You talking about rubbing down? I got her a massage on the beach and stuff like that. So it was just great. Like I said, we definitely go again. But there's other places, and she's never been to Cabo. I'm gonna take her to Cabo.
Okay.
I might go for my birthday. Birthday's coming up here soon. I gotta figure out what to do. But if y'all got any suggestions, let me know. I'm running out of ideas until I turn the big 50, which is not for a couple years. But so I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do. What you do when you turn 50?
We'll find out. I'll let you guys know.
That was
Like 15 years?
Was that 10 years? 10, 15 years?
10 years from now, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'll let you guys know. Hey, 2 on the 10. First to know. You get the exclusive.
But no, man, it was, like I said, it was amazing. And we had amazing, it was a great way to start off the new year. And, when we got back, we were tired. But when we got back, it was funny. We got right into you're really not on your phone down there, right? Yeah. And so you try to be in the moment and something like that. And when you get back, you just start reading all the stuff that's good. And 2024 came in with a bang. First thing, one of the things we read was the interview. So everybody's on a podcast now, even us. But Shannon Sharpe has a podcast called Club Shay Shay.
Yep.
And comedian Katt Williams is on it. So he stirred up some controversy. I was just dying. I actually spent the other night when my girl finally went to sleep. I watched the whole 3-hour interview. It was entertaining. It was fun. Yeah. We got to get Maybe we get John. We got a comedian that's a close friend of mine, John.
Yeah, let's get him on the show.
We gotta get him on the show. We gotta see if we can get him on the show. And I was like, all right, y'all got comedians, we got comedians. You know what I'm saying? So
Let's ask him. Yeah.
yeah, definitely gotta get John on the show. But everybody see this interview?
I seen bits and pieces.
Yeah, I've seen snippets.
Okay. What you take from it? You know, I mean, he threw out.
He names names.
He names names. You know, he talks about. You know, we're gonna talk about here real. You know, in a minute. He talks about a person that's on the Epstein list, which was a surprising name, Chris Tucker, which was crazy. But he also calls out subject to entertainer that wasn't on the Epstein list. But I'm just talking about people that he called out.
Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey he called out. What's the dude that does voice impressions? I can't remember his name. Oh man, he does all these voice impressions and stuff like that. Heavy set cat. I can't remember his name, but anyway, he called him out. Called out Kevin Hart to Wanda Sykes. So it was a pretty like eye opening. It was, and then what was so like interesting to me is I didn't realize how intelligent Katt Williams is. Like, don't let the exterior or what the news feed feed you. This dude is super intelligent human being.
I actually went and saw him. I've seen him
twice.
multiple times, but I saw him like 2 years ago in the show he did, and I thought it was amazing. I laughed my ass off. And yeah, he just all the stuff he talks about is just so on point, and he's definitely one of those comedians that they try to paint not the nicest picture of, but then you go and see him and you're like, man, he's just great. And it's like, what
dude,
it's why they trying to
this cat is funny, like funny, like
Literally, cat.
no, for sure. And what was I watching Netflix the other day? And the thing I like about Cat, because he always keeps it real, and he says, I'm going to bring a new show every time he does. Yeah. And one of my favorite comedians is David Chappelle, right? And he just came out with a new special on Netflix, right? But I don't think it was that funny. Like I was kind of disappointed in it, and I just felt like he had to finish off his Netflix deal, and he kind of like threw something against the wall. And where Katt Williams up here, I mean, he didn't say anything bad about David Chappelle, but I've seen Katt Williams shows like after I've gone to see him, and he brings it every time. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? No matter what. And
just the energy. The energy is crazy.
And the philanthropy that I didn't even know about the philanthropy that he does, and putting other comics on and the type of money that they're making.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then he putting up his own money for some of these shows and stuff like that. Well, for all of his shows, according to him, it's crazy. So, I mean, what do you guys do? You guys see him in a different light after this interview, or did you?
I mean, I do a little bit. I think it was kind of interesting, like how he talked about Hollywood and some of the, the craziness.
Mitch would say Hollyweird.
Yeah, Hollywood. But here's the thing: he's been talking about that for years.
Yeah, he has.
There's clips in
I mean, he went hard on it. I mean, he said that not Jeffrey Epstein, but what's the big Hollywood director guy? Harvey Weinstein.
Right.
He said Harvey Weinstein offered to suck his dick in front of a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Which I thought was nuts. I'm like, what the fuck? And just like some crazy shit. And then he also talked about one actor that him and the actor were up.
Ludacris.
Smiley.
Ludacris.
No, it was Smiley. No.
Ludacris.
It was Kevin Smiley, or what's his first name?
I think it was Ludacris. And then he was
For Fast and the Furious.
He could do 10. $200 million over 10 years.
But you had to shave your head and you had to get sideburns.
Yeah.
And now do you see Luda's response too?
Yeah, he made a rap
response.
Oh man, here's the thing: a rap response is one thing. I don't want to hear you rap about it. I want to hear you talk about it.
I mean, it was clever though. I ain't gonna lie, but I mean, I don't know.
Who do you believe?
Here's the thing: my philosophy is that to get in the highest places in Hollywood, I do think you have to do.
Well, he also talked about how they try to make a lot of the black comedians wear dresses in their videos, and that was one of the things he said he refused to do.
Well, Travis Smiley, that's his name.
Yeah.
I think that's his name, not Travis Smiley or something like that. He's the other comedian, and that's what I'm saying. He was like him and Tyler Perry, the only ones that wear dresses and that's their roles and stuff like that.
There's no.
What do you think about all? Martin Lawrence did Big Mama, Big Mama 2.
Wesley Snipes, even though not
Yeah,
Canadian.
I think even
What's his name? Little dude. What's his name? Kevin Hart.
yeah, Kevin Hart.
In fact, you remember the Chappelle interview before this? He said, "I'm not going to wear the dress on Oprah."
Huh.
You remember, I don't know. Look it back. Google the Chappelle interview on Oprah, not wearing the dress.
Yeah.
And they just sneak it in. He's all, it wasn't in the contract I signed, but it'd be really funny. He's all, no, I didn't sign this.
He's like, I'm the comedian.
And then
I
he,
know what's funny.
Yeah,
Let me be
and he goes, yeah, but all the greats do it. You know, Eddie did it. You know, Martin did it. Then it's already been done. It's a tired act. You know, he's like, yeah. And he's all, well, so look at that. It's just interesting.
Right.
It's like, I mean, and here's what's funny. I'm going to be honest. Someone put on a Facebook post the other day, is there a difference? Because nobody, and again, who's nobody? This is perception. Nobody said anything when like white actors put on the dress or Latino people put on the dress. John Leguizamo,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Patrick Swayze did it. You know, there's, Bosom Buddies with, the show was based on putting on the dress, right? Okay. And again, this is a fair question. What's the difference? You know, why is it a big deal when African Americans do it? I'll answer my 2 cents. Because honestly, I think that the world, I hate to be this way, they are very afraid of the masculine African American male. Like I know this is good. Let's take a step back real quick. Like from the Black Panthers, they infiltrated the Panthers, and obviously got them hooked on certain drugs. I mean, yeah, at the end of the day, it's their choice to do the heroin and the PCPs and all that shit. Right. But that's the first thing they do. Where'd they bring the drugs when during Iran-Contra? They didn't bring them into Beverly Hills. They didn't bring them into Idaho. They brought them into South Central. So they flew the coke that was made into crack and let the dealers run around for 3-4 years and then put everybody in prison. They also didn't put bills in place. They did put bills in place to go, oh, well, the mom and, especially in the poor families and the black families, oh, she can get $600 if she doesn't have a man in the home. I honestly think that, whether it was on purpose, just racist, classist, whatever, but I do think they fear the backlash of, of masculine men, period, but then also, black masculine men. I mean, I'm going to be completely 1,000%. Shoot me if I'm wrong. I've seen that. I mean, it's they want everybody to conform, and for whatever reason, it just seems like whether it be strength, ego, whatever else, unless they dumb that shit down, a lot of them cats don't conform.
Well, here's the thing. I think that they try to make everybody soft. They don't want strong male presence. That's the same reason they push the transgender agenda. Whether you agree with that or not, they do. And when I was growing up, I didn't see. It wasn't on TV. You didn't see that stuff. That would have been taboo to have anything like that. And now it's common. It's more commonplace to see that than it is to see a normal family on TV.
Well, let's again. We talked about hip hop before. So when hip hop was really popping in the 80s, whatever, you look at the subject matter, just, people that know hip hop, cool. If the people that don't,
Yeah,
so be it.
KRS-One.
Yeah, KRS-One's, all that we talked about. The messages, the 5%ers, the uplifting,
Black
from the
Star,
hood.
yep.
Yeah, and it wasn't, and so they took that, they jacked it, and started switching the messages. I truly believe there was a meeting for Prison for Profits, so they just started telling the record companies, start pushing the gangster rap, start pushing the women, the downgrading women, start pushing the selling drugs, and then all of a sudden, when they finally got their artists in, now all of a sudden, they're again, not saying he wasn't part of the culture, but they put the machine behind it. Now all of a sudden it's like, oh, now we can do the pharmaceuticals to the suburbans, Now the big farm, the lean, the perks, again, we talked about, exactly. And so you look at what's once hip hop and look where it's at. And we know who's running it. Let's be honest. If you know anything about music, if you look where it started, we're talking the African Bambadas, we're talking the, what's it called, the Sugar Hill Gangs, we're talking the Furious Fives, all that stuff. We're talking the Run DMCs, the LL Cool J's, the, going that lineage, the Cool Modis, all the way up to the 90s, the X-Clans, the Parises, and then obviously the Biggies and Pacs. Obviously they got rid of Biggie and Pac, or they fell off conveniently, and then all of a sudden you look where it's at now, it doesn't match up where it came from. I mean,
Real quick question. We got Big and Pac still alive. Do we got all this madness? Do we got mumble rap?
Here's the thing.
I don't think the powers that be allow it because
Yeah.
you start listening to like the messages Pac was trying to portray in his music and change it up, and he was trying to bring people together and
So you're saying
black community
you
together.
saying those two men had too much power. It would be no way, even if they were alive, they'd be allowed.
They had too much influence. Yeah, they had to get more puppets in place.
Gotcha. I got you.
And let's be real, these motherfuckers are puppets.
Got you.
Puppets.
All right. Well, I mean, you brought up the word puppets. Let's talk about puppets. Let's talk about the puppets that are on the list.
The Epstein puppets.
The Epstein puppets that are on this list. We've heard a few. We've heard a few. Names trickle out. We mentioned one. Chris Tucker. We always knew Bill Clinton.
Wow, yeah, I said that one. Hey.
Hey, I called
You call Stephen
Hawking.
Hell
I heard the rumors about that.
Listen, there's no fucking way I could have seen that coming. What the fuck is going
They
on?
said he was a part of like midget orgies down there, so on the island.
That shit.
I don't.
That
Did
shit
you?
is wild. That shit is wild.
There's that song. It's like touch me and da 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 till I get my satisfaction. It's like a robot. They're like, this is Stephen Hawking at the Epstein Island.
Oh my god,
I was dying.
that is crazy. So here, you had, I mean, again another podcast. So you had Aaron Rodgers go on the podcast show. Matter of fact, they've asked him to not come on back on the show after this, but he brought up Jimmy Kimmel's.
Yeah. Oh, Jimmy Kimmel's pissed too.
Oh yeah, saying that Jimmy Kimmel better watch out, or he's gonna be going to jail, stuff like that.
No, he just said that he was worried about the list coming out.
Yeah.
Implying that maybe he was on the
Yeah.
list.
So first of all, I mean, we haven't seen all the names, stuff like that. There's some actors that were mentioned in the
documents or whatever.
the documents,
but not.
but they had never gone. It was basically Weinstein. Not Weinstein, but Epstein had mentioned them in passing, like, "Oh, I know them" and stuff like that. Not that they had been my island and we were friends and stuff like that, or so and so was calling and stuff like that. So that's why their name was in that document. That's what I'm saying. Do you think it's responsible of Aaron Rodgers to come out and basically say, "Hey, Kimball," basically take a shot at Kimball or something like that? Because Aaron Rodgers has a huge platform.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I say, yeah, hell yeah.
And but he's also.
But here's the thing.
But he's
I
also he's a friend of yours. He's
But I think-
his theory.
But I think what
Type
he
guy?
was, saying, because he said he should be worried, is and maybe not he directly being on the list, but he makes his name off of promoting celebrity and celebrity. That's what he does. He has a talk show. He has all the celebrities come on and he promotes them, and that's how he makes his dollars.
Right.
And if you take down the celebrity worshiping because you start finding out all these people are on the list and they're all or some people.
Nah, but the way I disagree on it, because the way he says he's better be worried about going to jail. That's what he said. You know what I'm
I
saying?
didn't hear the part where he said about going to jail.
Yeah. That's what he said. He said he about.
And you heard Jimmy Kimmel came back at him, right?
Yeah. He said. I'm thinking about lowering up. And then he went on his
Then he said
show.
joke, though. He said joke.
Yeah, talking about jokes on him.
But here's the thing: I always hear about all these people lawyering, like
But they never lawyer up. They never lawyer up.
just like with the Will Smith and Jada going to sue their Will's former best friend.
And here's what's ironic though. So let's be honest. Let's break it down for a second.
Okay.
So first of all, Jimmy Kimmel ain't gonna do shit. I mean, the lawyer up sounds great and all. That's a PR move, in my opinion. I mean, first of all, this guy makes a living telling jokes about other people, whether they're real or they're not.
Right.
So he can do satire all day on his major platform, and there's not one lawsuit against Jimmy Kimmel. But now Jimmy Kimmel is going to sit there and go, "I'm going to sue you."
Right.
I mean, I know it's defamation or whatever else. I mean, depending on what you can prove, I don't know. I'm not going to say, but
I'm ready for this list to come out, because I thought it was supposed to come out the first of the
yeah,
year.
exactly. It's just they're just hanging us on. We're never going to really know. They're going to hint at it to the point where we accept it.
Yeah, but names are going to leak out.
The names have already leaked out. I mean, they've been leaking out for a couple of years now. It's just trying to confirm them. We're going to wait around, in my opinion. And at the end of the day, we're going to start accepting it. Again, they beat you down. They make you accept the shit. It's like, okay, nothing's really going to happen. Then we're never going to get busted. Oh, here we go again.
Okay, so you suppress. So you're saying you're going to fight and get your name suppressed for 2 years until this thing wears off? Or?
Well, I don't think it was ever going to be just a direct list. It was just people that were named in
Let me-
all the different court proceedings for him.
Yeah, but here's the thing: is you got to release those documents because just like you said, is there's some people's names that are in there just
All right.
because
Consider-
just because one of the victims said, Epstein said they were on the phone with them. You know what I'm saying? Not that they had ever gone to the island or anything like
All right,
that.
let me ask a question real quick. Do you think we live in a world where the end game is to do what's right?
No.
No, but you can't sit here and destroy folks though either though.
You can do it with vaccines, right?
Yeah, I mean,
You can do it with
vaccine
foods.
I mean, vaccine is one thing, Mitch, but you can't sit here and innocent folks. You can't fucking sit there and destroy their
Bro,
lives.
they flew drugs into the CIA flew drugs into South Central.
Yes, that was, but that was the fucking government doing that shit. What I'm saying.
I mean, where does it stop? Here's the thing: who the orders come from. I think this is so much.
So
deeper.
here's these celebrities that get caught up on just some random. They might even not know Epstein. He might have been fucking boastering. Oh, this is so and so when it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? The girl heard it, repeated. That's who he was talking to, and now that celebrity is fucked up because their name got brought up in conversation. She only.
Here's
It's never to be brought up in conversation and then be accused of
What?
like some of the girls saying,
Yeah, but-
"Hey,
but-
I met him, I massaged him, I fucked him."
So do you think Prince Andrew is falsely accused?
Fuck no, I'm not saying
Okay.
that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I can't remember the fucking person that it was an actress. She already came out and says, I've never met Epstein. I don't know Epstein. I don't know why my fucking name was in his mouth. And the girl was like, I didn't say that. And one of the victims said, I didn't say that I ever met her, whatever. She said he said he was on the phone with her.
So just because he was on the phone, I mean, he did a lot of financing stuff. Doesn't mean that that person was involved.
But that's what I'm getting
the
at.
list of
But that's what I'm
people I
saying
wanna know is the
but your
people that
name,
he-
but your name is now your name is in that document. If they don't release the whole fucking document, now you just say, oh, your name was in this document.
There's a lot of people's names that are in the document, but it's more importantly to find out the people that are accused of stuff. His client.
I mean, let's put it this way. This world's a game. We sit there and go, oh, eventually they're going to tell us who killed Kennedy. I mean, like, we live in this freaking game and we act like it's a movie we watch.
Right.
And if we start being honest about that, then maybe we can be honest about the world we really live in and realize it's not a beautiful place.
Right. No,
I mean,
It's like what happened in Miami over the.
oh, exactly. Let's say
ooh, yeah. We gotta get this one in before it goes because you guys put me up on this. I ain't heard of this shit. All right, Greedy, give me the background story.
So there was an incident at a Miami mall, and supposedly it was some kids fighting or something, and the police presence that showed up was like more police cars than I've ever seen for any kind of activity.
Ever.
Yeah, more police cars showed up than like school shootings and shit. Like there was hundreds of police cars lining the whole street, and supposedly it was for like a kid fight or maybe there was a shooter. But then reports started coming out that no, it was something more nefarious, that there was supposedly maybe a portal that opened and
the mall.
10 feet tall creatures roaming the mall.
We're grabbing shoes from Journeys. No, I'm just kidding.
And the reason why there was no pictures taken because
A
why?
lot of people said that they tried to use their phones and their phones weren't working. There was some like security footage from across the street from like people filming like the scene from a hotel that you can kind of see like some large shadow like walking through the scene. But yeah, pretty crazy. Like people claiming that maybe there was beings from another dimension or another planet that were at the mall, and it wasn't just a kid fight or a shooting.
All right. So all these alien movies been kind of leading up to this, huh?
Prepping you for the.
We've been prepping us for this.
Hey, let's put it this way. If you ever look up, shout out William Cooper, Bill Cooper. What's it called? This dude, check out the books this guy wrote. He always talked about a fake alien invasion. I've also, in 2006, the papers that Charles Rucci used to give me, 4wins10.com, which is no longer around. They used to talk about, oh, they're going to eventually disclose aliens. They're going to disclose it and they're going to have a fake invasion. I've been hearing about this for 20 years now, 20 years.
I mean, didn't they back, when was it, like the 60s or 70s, do that fake, or maybe it was even earlier.
50s, on the
They
radio.
did the radio broadcast that the aliens were invading, and it was like a satire, where people like flipped out because they thought it was real.
Yep.
So they've been setting it up for a long, long time. And when the time comes, they're going to pull that trigger that aliens are here, or they're doing something, or they're coming, or to get what they need.
It's gonna be interesting when fucking this.
I mean, if people will
United
stand,
States is armed to the teeth.
if people will stay in their house and not go
and they start getting
anywhere,
real bullets, they better be real aliens.
if people will stay in their house and not go anywhere because of a supposed virus that's about as bad as the cold, you know, you don't think if they say, "Hey, aliens are coming, they're going to kill you," and they have some shit in the sky that people aren't going to fucking lock themselves in the house or and do whatever the fucking government tells them?
Nah, I guarantee you.
Shit.
I guarantee you, there's some fucking rednecks out there that got some guns that gonna fucking fuck around and find out. So I'm just saying they better be real. The aliens better be real because Americans got guns, bro. We got more guns than people.
No, I got you, but when they pull the grid, it's gonna be interesting when no power's on.
And your phones don't work.
That motherfucker's gonna be
Internet
shooting in the
don't
dark. Shooting in the dark.
We go back to the
you got
Stone Age. We can be all right. We can be all right. We can be all right. All right, man. We come to the end of the show. You know what we do? Thought of the day.
Go first, Nick.
Oh.
Why you putting it off on him? All right, go ahead.
Hey, I just want to say, so I heard some news today, too, in sports. You know, I follow sports in football. Pete Carroll stepping down as coach.
Yes, I saw that. But he's still going to stay in the.
Still going to stay in with the team, but I mean, he's been a legend since, you know, USC and now with Seattle for 13, 14 years and a couple Super Bowls they went to. They won one. And then Nick Saban also stepping down and retiring.
Yeah.
You know, Alabama legend,
Yes.
college football legend. You know, all the years that I've watched college football, just knowing that, you know, I hated Alabama because Nick Saban always had that team as one of the best. I just got tired. You know, you get tired of hearing about him.
You're kind of a hater.
Hey,
But
real
you can
quick.
respect legends. And
Real quick. Greatest college football coach of all time?
he's right there. And
I mean, it's either him, Bear Bryant, or I mean, wow, that's tough. I mean, definitely, very greatest recruiter.
Gotcha.
Yeah, for sure.
There you go.
So I just want to say, you know, it's kind of an end of an era because, you know, these are coaches that I grew up with watching in football.
Well, he also had to get out with the nil.
Hey, yeah, the NIL, get your ass out quick because he knew that landscape was changing. quick.
Preserve your legend.
Yeah, exactly. Because
There ain't gonna be no legends in this nil league.
exactly, he saw what happened this year, and Alabama barely got in that bitch.
Exactly.
But anyway, Tatiana, what you got?
All right, so I'm gonna say this. So, you know, I was out on New Year's Eve. You know, we in fact, Greedy, you and your girl were out. Me and Chris were out, and you know, we went to an event. You know, with a few friends, a fun time. Awesome DJ, some dope drinks. You know, hit the dance floor. It was super cool. There was a few people that were at the event, and the one thing I'm gonna say is there. You know, I'm not gonna get into the details, but a husband and wife are no longer with us. And then, you know, I mean, that was so heavy because, you know, I mean, the energy of these people, especially, you know, the wife was amazing. Everybody loved her. She showed so much love to everybody. So my prayers and thoughts go out to, you know, them and you know, and stuff. And I'm going to tie this all in. And then one of their best friends, who was also at this event, just found out that, you know, he's got pancreatic cancer and has 2 months to live. And this was just the other day.
That's crazy.
And so it affects
short.
so many people. I can't reiterate enough. This, you know, it's like when you get touched by this, or it hits you kind of close, or gut punches you. It's life is short. You know, you know, the relationships we have to appreciate them. We have to not take them for granted, and you know, honestly, especially for, you know, people that lost their lives, whether, you know, they knew it, they didn't, whatever else, you know, they shouldn't go in vain. These good souls, these good people. You know, it makes me go, you know, I gotta, you know, you just gotta push that much harder. You gotta be that much better with the people you love, whether, and even the people you encounter on a daily basis. You know, it's like I'm gonna challenge myself with the loss of these people that mean, you know, so much, to challenge myself to be better, to not be petty, to not have that chip, to not, you know, to not bark as much, to try and just live life, you know, positively, and show love and appreciate the love you get back, and make the most opportunities we got. Obviously, nothing is granted. You know, we've said this many times. Tomorrow is not granted. You know, not taken for granted, not promised. So let's make the most of what we have, because, you know, obviously we'd be super, super, you know, depressed, sad, you know, if our loved ones, the people we love, get taken away, or we don't get that opportunity. So let's cherish what we got, and let's make sure we enjoy every minute of it.
I'm going to kind of piggyback off that. You know, my birthday is This motherfucker's birthday's coming up there soon too. He about to turn what, 62? But
33.
but nah, man. You know what you said is it hits home so hard. Just every day is a blessing that you wake up. Every day is a blessing, and every year that we get to turn around and celebrate. Another year, like you said. You got 3 people. Well, 2 people right now that are not on this earth. A third one that has got a short time to live, and man, we are not, like I said, we are not promised tomorrow. And so, ending this, I want people to do this tomorrow. I want you to get up tomorrow, and whether you believe in God or not, if you believe in God, I want you to get up tomorrow, and before you start your day out, I just want you to get up and know. I just want you to thank Him. I just thank Him for you getting up, because there might be some people out in the world that don't get up tomorrow. So I just want to thank Him. And if whatever you believe in, or just thank the universe for getting you up and being able to enjoy another day. Your day might be stressful, may be hard, but guess what? At least you have it. You know what I'm saying? And some people will, gladly trade places with you. But on that note, 2 on the 10, we out. We love you. Gone.
Love you. Peace.